Hi everyone. Well, I just thought I would tell everyone some of the news and things that we're doing in 2019 and that the company is doing, and also why we've been a little bit quiet. It's mainly because we've basically been heads down with an awful lot of research because when we were looking at our New Year's resolutions and as we were getting to the end of the year, the thing that always, well, the thing that came to us was that we really, really wanted to spend our time making the easiest, most effective, and educative health system that we can for as many people. In this, well, obviously, where you put your time and energy matters, and the more time we were on Facebook and answering things like that, the less time is done on research and development and sort of taking ideas forward. So you'll see, well, you've already seen less of me on Facebook, and that's because underneath we're basically doing an awful lot of R&D at the moment. So what's going on in that field? Well, a few things. One, we're pretty close. I say we're close. We're close from an R&D perspective of making a next generation scanner. It probably won't hit the market for another 6 months or so. But within that, when you're looking at the human body field, the body field basically has many different types of emissions, and the body field scanner as it is, it basically picks up a certain set of the body field. But we know there's an awful lot of information contained within other parameters. So there's more information contained within other electromagnetic parameters, i.e. if we had actual sort of galvanic skin response detectors on the device. We know there's other data in your voice, so you could arguably record what I'm saying now and work out our health. We know there's other data in that. We also know there's a lot of data within your pulse, just from from the Chinese who were doing pulse analysis like that. They identified 27 different pulses. So we're also sure that there's an awful lot of data within your pulse. So our next generation scanner is basically going to be able to pick up a broader EMF field by having actually on skin detectors. It's also going to have it's 1,000 hertz PPG sensor, so we can basically get a very, very high quality pulse stream, and also it's going to have basically the finest microphone that we can get within the device as well, so we can pick up your full voice pattern down to a quarter of a hertz, or it might even be a little bit less than a quarter of a hertz accuracy, so we can get full information from that. So that's partly why I've been a little bit quiet. And our next sort of side on that is we've just got our first data scientist who's starting in the next few weeks, and basically, obviously, we're going to be both collecting voice data and pulse data, and obviously just starting the actual research process of working out all of the algorithms from that. So within that, that's probably a good link into the next BioSync and release of software that that's pretty much imminent. So Dave and the UK team have been working really, really hard on this. So we have a new release of BioSync, which does a few things. You'll notice within it, so this is not the sort of release video, this is like a week earlier than the release video, just to give everyone some sort of heads up on what's coming. But basically the new BioSync will have all these health questionnaires, and it will links to health questionnaires for a couple of reasons. One, so we can basically automate that on your behalf, so you don't have to send out paperwork and worry where all of that's being stored. Two, so you have all of the answers at your fingertips along with their scan. And three, yes, because we also want to do, also because we're furthering research, so we'll be collecting people's voice imprints at the same time, so we can get an initial look at that prior to actually collecting it in super high quality when we have the next scanner, but collecting it in lower quality from your computers and phones is still helps immensely in sort of where we should look and that type of thing. So the company will be really grateful for everyone supporting that, because truly to further bioenergetics, we really do need to map out the fuller spectrum of the body field, and by doing that, we're only going to get more increasing accuracy with the software, which only helps us to get to the root cause more accurately, which helps clients get better quicker, etc., with that. But it also actually really helps from a data science point of view, and sometimes it's a bit upsetting for ourselves. It's probably upsetting for everyone if sometimes the skeptics, or you have sort of skeptic sites about bioenergetics and research. So basically the company is making a very big push to be collecting this data so that it can all be represented in a scientific manner with papers written, etc. So it makes it rather, not that we particularly care about skeptics, but we sort of do as well. So basically help us all. So we really will appreciate everyone's support as we basically go into sort of a very research-driven future. Now, what else is in BioSync? Well, the other thing actually that everyone wanted was that it will be able to work offline. In a limited way, but you'll be able to see the results. But we're basically avoiding going down the whole help file and full graphical interface. That's actually better done online, but you will be able to know the results. So if you can't get internet for any reason, or you're off in the field scanning your animal, you will be able to do that. And it's actually also for regulatory compliance. It's actually quite good that our BioSync is sort of fairly dumbed down. I hate the word dumbed down, but basically it's simplified, so it meets sort of regulatory end quite well. So that's a secondary or a tertiary reason. What else have we got coming out? Well, these are just little things, but I think they're all things that everyone's wanted. You'll be able to write all your client notes in BWS, so you can add notes about your client on their profile for reference during follow-up sessions. We're actually going to combine all the data in your client profile screen, so it's all in one place, all the contact details, scans, notes, all the new client intake forms, etc. So that's all good. What else have you got? And also, we've also got a big security update. This really is to ensure absolutely everyone is HIPAA compliant, because although BWS is HIPAA compliant, some people are using it in a non-compliant way. So we're basically going to be tightening security, which means that no one will be able to do any simultaneous login. So if you've shared your login, and well, actually it means you never bought the system, which is a second problem, which shouldn't really be happening. Basically, that won't happen within a week from today. So I'm giving everyone who might not have bought a system, they might have shared a login with some strange pricing sharing model between them that we don't know about, but basically have a week to be able to clear that up. So if any of you are sharing logins, you've got a week to contact the office to get a new unique login. And that will basically make sure you're not sharing your client data with another practitioner, which really should absolutely not be happening. So anyway, that's just boring security stuff that just has to happen. And what else have we got? Well, I've also got some other really big things. So energy for life. I'm not sure I've talked about energy for life before. But one of the things, obviously, that a lot of people have wanted is a company, or it's a company's website, their own company website that was basically done and created by us. So that's been a pretty big project. We're probably only halfway through that project right now. But we've basically been, pretending we're a practitioner, writing all the copy and offers and videos and all that type of stuff that would be really helpful to your client, and then basically create a site, I guess, a little bit like how a network marketing company might do it, that you can just have like Energy for Life / Jane or Energy for Life / Harry. How about that? And give out your business card, and it basically have sort of everything done for you, and all the email sequences done for you, etc., etc. And also you'll be able to sort of also actually included all this scheduling technology, so they'll be able to schedule and sync with your Google Calendars and all of that sort of stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's going to be on energyforlife.com. Don't bother going there yet because we haven't put it up, but that will be our sort of consumer client experience, or basically sort of to automate marketing on your behalf. So that's pretty exciting. And we also are launching a website called it's bioenergetics.io. We did buy the .org, and then it lapsed within 30 days, and someone else bought it, and now we can't buy it back. Very annoying, but anyway, it's now .io. So basically, this is for the Institute of Bioenergetics. Now, the Institute of Bioenergetics, it's all part of this sort of long-term scientific credibility initiative. So it's there to both further research, but it's basically a huge content site. So imagine like the cola.coms or the wendymyers.coms or the axes.coms, huge amounts of articles and content to educate people, but obviously specifically around the whole philosophy of bioenergetics, so that if your clients are wondering what bioenergetics is, well, they can look it up on the net and they'll come across the Institute of Bioenergetics, and there will be it's basically about the study of energy in living systems, or its tagline is the study for energy for life, which matches, you might have noticed, the Energy for Life end on your on your marketing experience. So the brands are sort of tied in subtly together, and yeah, so they'll be able to go in there and they'll be able to learn all this incredible material about bioenergetics in a very very detailed, credible way, and it also gives us an opportunity to educate everyone about bioenergetics without being so restricted to a product company, which makes it hard for us to sometimes educate through Nest Health, or share what the truth and the power of bioenergetics truly is. So that's a major multi-year initiative, and if we get it right, which I'm sure we will, I think that'll be up in about 6 weeks, and we also aim to basically have a conference for the inaugural Institute of Bioenergetics later in the year. I can't give you a date, but it's likely to be the last week or two of October. Well, it will be, but I'll give you the absolute date as soon as I have it. Cool. Now, what else did I want to say? Well, that's quite a lot, isn't it? I would have thought that would be plenty for a short little Sunday evening video. So, all in all, apologise for being a little bit sort of less responsive on Facebook. That will probably continue, to be honest, because we've got these really large initiatives going on, and we just want to deliver them. So. Anyway, also thank you everyone for continuing to to believe in further bioenergetics. It's just wonderful, and we hope all these things are going to help you more. All right, bye for now.